Now, okay, go back to production truck, minimize that, and go over to video clips right here. And when I say not it's cut, not play, cut. Okay, when I give you the word, which is going to happen here real quick. Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wichita Northwest for tonight's Greater Wichita Athletic League doubleheader between your Grizzlies and the Southeast Golden Buffaloes. We're going to get right into the pregame show. We have a longer show with Coach Myers tonight, and we want to make sure we get it all in and that you don't miss anything. So stay with us. He'll be with us in 60 seconds. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wichita Northwest High School. We are back home tonight for a Greater Wichita Athletic League doubleheader. Tonight we welcome in the Golden Buffaloes from Wichita Southeast High School, back on the other side of the county. And for us tonight, for the girls, we will tip it off at the top of the hour. It's payback time for a loss that we suffered at their place, about 30 days ago. Joined, as always, by head coach Marcus Myers. And, Coach, first of all, we look back on Friday night. You had your 4-game winning streak snapped on Friday night over at Bishop Carroll. But I thought the girls, even though they lost, I thought the girls really did play pretty well.
Yeah, Kevin, I thought I was happy with them sharing the ball and enjoying each other. That was my biggest takeaway from the Bishop Carroll game. And I got that same impression, and even I had several of the girls in class today and asking them about the Bishop Carroll game. They were all smiles. Said, yeah, we thought we did pretty good. They're a good team. We lost to a good team, but we thought we did well, and we learned a lot from the game. Hopefully they learned a lot from that game. You always want to learn from someone who's bigger and better than you are, and hopefully they did. We did, and everyone showed up to practice the next morning, and they were all smiles and giggly, but we had to get focused for Southeast. It was a great night for last Friday. Unfortunately, we didn't come up with the win, but one of those moral victories to play I think they're first in the city right now, but we had a good time. Yeah, Bishop Carroll they were coming off their only loss of the season because they lost in the tournament final the previous weekend, so they were coming off their only loss of the season, and they were wanting to get back on the winning track as well. They've got a great team. I expect that in 5A they're going to go pretty far this year. Oh yeah, Forbes is their senior. She's impressive. So let's turn our attention to the business at hand. We've got Southeast coming in here. They kind of handed it to us when we were at their place last month. What's your practice approach and game time approach toward getting some payback tonight? We've been working on the physicality to what's coming ahead. About a month ago when we played them, it was a brutal defeat. We wasn't very happy with our performance, and we're not the same team that we once were. I'm trying to formulate this question in my mind. Did we beat ourselves more than they beat us when we played them last time? I mean, they're a good team. They're bigger than we are, and many of the girls are bigger than we are. But are they that much better than we were last time? I wouldn't say all that. I believe we had like 25 turnovers, and
They scored on all of them. They were fast and athletic, but we'll handle the ball better than we did last time.
Well, and I was just going to say, I think we have done a great job of generating turnovers in our favor since that game. I don't know if maybe we picked up something from, having it done to us that we've been able to do it to other teams. But even against Bishop Carroll, Bishop Carroll had a hard time taking care of the ball against our girls that night.
Yeah, we picked it up defensively for sure, especially starting in a tournament in Lawrence. We have a couple press packages, but you probably won't see that tonight with their athleticism. So half-court defense, and we're turning up there. So,
what's the injury situation for tonight? Starting with Anaya Simpson.
Anaya Simpson's still out. She probably got a couple. She probably won't be back till sub-state. We miss her. Her energy off the bench. Aaliyah, her fingers still. I believe she's playing playing really well with a broken finger. So she still have that.
When I had her in the classroom today, her finger was not taped in the classroom. Unless I just flat didn't notice it.
Yeah, she it's better, but she tapes it up before practices and games, so she's getting better.
And it's the two-finger taping together type thing that she's doing. So, okay. How about everybody else?
Oh, everyone else is good.
Okay. Good. Well, let's get some payback tonight. We're, one of the things I didn't mention, now let me throw it in now. I'm doing this out of sequence, but the season is now 3 quarters over. And we're 8-8, 3 quarters of the way through, and such an improvement over the same team basically as last year. What an improvement this team has made year over year, and we've still got a chance. I think we've got a very good chance to finish above 500, and I don't know what it means as far as playoff seeding is concerned. Do we have a realistic chance to maybe host a game?
We do. I'll take a look at it almost every day. I'll try not to get too excited or show it to the girls. I want them to stay focused. These next 3 games are big. So we're right in there. If we stop today, we'll be playing going to Manhattan, but things could flip. So we want to win these last 3, and then we will host.
Okay, well, let's start it out tonight, get another 3-game winning streak going so we can host a sub-state game right here at Northwest High.
That would be lovely.
Best of luck to you tonight against the Golden Buffaloes, and we'll look forward to a visit with you before Friday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, head coach Marcus Myers on our pregame show. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 90-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Southeast High Golden Buffaloes. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies basketball is on the air. Welcome to another season of basketball, Grizzlies style, as Northwest pursues a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on their YouTube page with links available at NWHS Grizz. Grizzlies basketball is sponsored this year in part by Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. And by Andrews Cleaning Service with programs for residential, commercial, or special cleaning projects. Check them out at wichitacleaningservice.com. And by Keystone Solid Services, providing quality granite countertop products for your home. Check them out at KeystoneSolidServices.com. And by Todd Eflin Narrates, voice acting for just about anything with words, commercials, training videos, audiobook, and telephone services. Find me at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com. And now, let's go courtside for today's contest. And your host, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Eflin, and good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wichita Northwest High School, where tonight your Grizzlies will take on the Golden Buffaloes of Southeast High School in a doubleheader. The girls will be playing first, followed by the boys. The girls in about 2 minutes. Girls trying to get back to 500. They fell one game below 500 Friday night at Bishop Carroll. Bishop Carroll's girls were just too much for them. The Carroll girls 13-1 on the season. They just got a great squad, and you heard Coach Myers in the pregame talking about Landon Forbes and some of the other girls on that squad. The names are escaping me here at the moment. But they've got a really, really solid team, and we hung in with them there for 3 quarters and just couldn't finish it off. So tonight they'll try and get back on the winning track against a team who quite frankly, didn't play all that well against at Southeast. So we'll see how it happens here tonight. The Grizzlies are the home team. They're in their white uniforms with blue numerals and blue trim. And the Buffaloes are in their black road uniforms with white numerals bordered in yellow and gold trim as well on their uniforms. Actually, Southeast has some pretty nice looking uniforms for the girls squad. We're getting set here for the playing of the national anthem. And as soon as they go to that, we're going to go to it as well as we give honor to our country. Well, that shows you what I know. They're going right to the starting lineup. So we'll do it as well. We'll start with the visitors from Southeast High School. A junior wearing number 2, Jakia Jones. Junior number 3, Leela Jones. Freshman, number 10, Trinity Dixon. Junior, number 23, Adrian Neal. And senior, number 25, Zion Williams. The head coach of Southeast is Don Dixon. He's assisted by Kevin Jolly and Satori Roberson. Now the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. The home team, a 5'1" junior guard, number 1, Mackenzie Edwards. 5'2" sophomore guard, number 21, Aaliyah Richard. 5'8" sophomore guard, number 22, Kamira Barber. 5'5" junior guard, number 23, Innocent Robinson. And finally, a 5'9" junior forward, number 24, Sasha Reed. Head coach of the Grizzlies is Andy Hill. He's assisted by Gavin Darr, Kylan Hawkins, and Jim Murnaugh. Also want to acknowledge our all-student crew tonight. And they include Jaleel Woods, Landon Hughes, Alan Garcia and Christian Hernandez. They will be rotating duties throughout the evening here tonight. They are here, part of Shane Monroe's audiovisual program, and they are here not only for a grade, but they're here to learn. Two of these guys have never been here before, so they are true rookies, and you may see a mistake or two, and you also may very well see them getting some instruction from yours truly. That's part of the process, as this is indeed an extension of the classroom here this evening. Now, we're not NBC, we're not ESPN, we don't claim to be, but these guys are going to give it their best, and I guarantee you will have an entertaining evening. So sit back, get ready for some Grizzly basketball, getting set for the opening tip. Grizzlies in white will play from left to right here in the first half. Tipping it off for the Grizzlies is Kamira Barber and Zion Williams for Southeast. The clocks are set. We're set. We're ready. Everybody here says they're ready. Now all we need is the referee to, he's waiting for something. I don't know what it is. I can only stall for so long. Starting lineup for Northwest: Edwards, Barber, Richard, Robinson, and Reed. Now we're ready to go. Ball's in the air, and the tip is won by Southeast. Jones has it, top of the key for the Buffs. Gives it to Leela Jones. We have 3 Joneses on this team. 2 of them are starting. Now over to Dixon. Dixon gets some instructions from her coach, sends it back to Leela Jones. Back to Dixon. 2-3 zone being employed by Northwest early on here. Dixon with it again. And now back to Leela Jones, trying to get some motion on out of her offense. Now Dixon switches sides, and they bring it out here to Jakia Jones. Back to Leela Jones. Now Dixon has it. Back to Jones again. Now Jakia Jones drives and scores, and it's 2-0. Southeast. Barber brings the ball down the floor. That first possession took 1 whole minute off the clock. Barber drives, puts it up, and scores, and it's 2-2. Just over a minute gone here in period number 1. Southeast brings it down to the 2-3 zone again. Jones gives it to Dixon. Back out to Jones. And over to Dixon again. Dixon drives down the lane and lost it out of bounds. It'll turn over to Northwest. Barber takes the inbound pass. Brings it down the floor. And almost stolen away from Robinson. Robinson gets it back. Now she's double teamed, gets it to Reed. Reed underneath to Richard, up off the glass and scores. Grizzlies lead 4-2. 5:55 remaining in the first period. Jones with it, top of the key. And Edwards reached in, and I think she's going to get called for the foul. And I'll bet you I'm wrong again, and I am. I should have taken that back right away. I knew I was going to be wrong. That foul is on Sasha Reed. Oh, I'm wrong twice. Innocent Robinson charged with the foul. Ball's on the floor. First foul for either team. Dixon has it. Top of the key for Southeast. Puts a 3 over everybody. Rims in and out. No good. And over to Northwest as it went out of play. Robinson will inbound to Barber. Grizzlies lead 4-2. 5:25 to go, first quarter. Barber brings it across the line. Into the game for Northwest, replacing Aaliyah Richard, is number 30, freshman forward Aubrey Navarrete. 5'9", freshman forward, and at 5'9", she's tied for being the tallest on the team. Now Richard's going to come back in. Jones in the paint, puts it up and misses. The rebound to Kenzie Edwards. She gives it to Reed. Reed to Robinson. Robinson brings it up on the far side. A small but very vocal crowd here. Navarrete for three, short, rebounded by Leela Jones. Jones in the paint, puts it up from 10. It's short, rebounded by Robinson. Nobody scored in over 2 minutes. It's still 4-2. Underneath, Robinson is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair. First foul of the night for Southeast. Being charged to Leela Jones. Robinson's first free throw is good. That's a 1 for Robinson. That's us. Not wrong page. Wrong page. You're on Southeast. There you go. We have a rookie scorekeeping person as well here in this crew. Jakia Jones pulls it out. Now drives the side of the lane. It doesn't go. The putback, it doesn't go either from Williams, but she's fouled and she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Zion Williams, the only senior on this Southeast squad. And that means Southeast has one more senior than we do. And first one by Williams is good. Second one coming, and she makes them both. Barber inbounds it to Richard. Aaliyah Richard, who broke her pinky finger a couple of games back, is not taped tonight. There's a steal by Leela Jones and a block by Barber. It'll stay with Southeast, but a nice block by Miss Barber. 3:30 to go, first period, 5-4 Northwest. A low-scoring quarter so far. Ball is inbounded to Neal. Neal gives it to Jones. Jakia Jones has it knocked out of play, and it will be Southeast ball. Coach Myers wanted a little different call there, but didn't get it. Leela Jones takes the inbound pass. There's a three-point attempt. It's short, rebounded by Barber. Barber brings it up the floor. Barber's had really 3 great games in a row. For 3 from Edwards, missed everything, goes out of play. It will stay with Northwest. 2:53 to go, first quarter, 5-4 Grizzlies. Boys game will follow 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And this pass is picked off, 2-on-1 break, and Adrian Neal scores, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 1, count the basket. Neal got 2. And Neal completes the three-point play. It's 7-5, Southeast. Barber brings it down, gives it to Robinson. Robinson pulls it back out, now into Barber. Barber drives, puts it up, actually taken away by Robinson, and then a held ball is the call on the floor, and on the alternating possession, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports, it will stay with Northwest. So the Grizzlies are not burned by that particular play. Barber. Up off the glass, doesn't go, rebounded by Jones. Here comes Southeast back with it now. Leela Jones goes coast to coast, now dishes it off. Dixon for three, and it bounces twice, doesn't go. Loose ball underneath, and it should belong to Northwest, and it does. Ball inbounded to Kamira Barber. Barber brings it across the timeline. And that pass to Robinson is intercepted by Jones. Jones to Jones, it doesn't go. Back to Jones, and Leela Jones is the one that scores it. And now a timeout has been taken by Northwest. They're going to take a full timeout, and we're going to take one with them. We'll be back in 60. This is Grizzly basketball. These are all double headers. So back at Northwest, Grizzlies trail 9-5, 1:40 to go, first quarter. They've just taken a timeout. They will inbound the ball. On the floor for Northwest, we have Kamira Barber, Innocent Robinson, Aubrey Navarrete, Aaliyah Richard, and Sasha Reed. In case you missed the pregame show and you're wondering about our injury situation, Anaya Simpson is still out under concussion protocol. They're thinking now maybe back by sub-state. There's a foul, count the basket as well. And Dixon will go to the line and shoot one. Fouls on Aaliyah Richard. That's her second foul in the quarter. Dixon's free throw is good. She gets the three-point play. 12-5, Grizzlies trail. They're down by 7 already. We need some points and we need some stops. And we don't want to wait till the fourth quarter to get them. Barber for three. Bounces off, no good. Rebounded by Southeast. Oh, stolen by Barber, and she scores. There we go. Kamira Barber got the steal right underneath the basket and put it in. Jakiah Jones on the far side. Underneath to Williams. Grizzlies get the rebound off the miss and bring it up the floor. Robinson has it, gives it to Richard. Richard to Navarrete. Back over to Barber, almost went through the wickets there. Barber from the free throw line. Off the glass, no good. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. And now a foul is going to be called, I think, on Barber. Yep, they called it on Barber. That's her first foul. It's the 5th team foul on Northwest. They've racked up the fouls here in the first quarter. Ball still belongs to Southeast. They have 6 seconds to work with. Jones with it. Drives, puts it up off the glass, and it doesn't go. And neither does the putback, and that's the end of the quarter. So at the end of one quarter of play, it's Southeast 12, Northwest 7. We'll be back with the second quarter after this 60-second timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball. Back at Northwest High with Jaleel Woods, Landon Hughes, Alan Garcia, Christian Hernandez, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies trail 12-7 at the end of the first quarter. And inbounding the ball to start the second quarter, it will be Southeast. They have it on the floor for the Grizzlies. Innocent Robinson, Aaliyah Richard, Kamira Barber, Kenzie Edwards, and Sasha Reed. That's your 5 on the floor to start the second quarter. Dixon has it for the Buffs. Into the corner for Jones, and that doesn't go. The rebound to Kenzie Edwards. Barber will bring it across the timeline. Now the Grizzlies got the stop. They need to get the points. Robinson, spin move. Gives it to Sasha Reed. Reed turns around, gives it back to Robinson. Robinson, a long 2 off the glass, no good. Barber there for the putback. It doesn't go. Those are the points you need, is those second chance points, and we didn't get them. Now we have a whistle. Neal got the rebound, and they charged a foul to Kamira Barber. That's 6 on Northwest. So after the next foul, Southeast will be in the bonus the rest of the half. 2-3 zone by the Grizzlies. They're waiting for the ball to come down. Jones to Jones. Jakaya puts it into Dixon in the corner. She missed everything. And the putback is actually taken away by Sasha Reed, knocked out of bounds by Neal. It will turn over to Northwest. And Barber will bring it across the timeline. 6:45 to go in the first half. Kenzie puts it up short. Almost got her own rebound, but getting it and knocking it out of play. And they're going to give it to Southeast. I thought Neal might have touched it last, but such is not the case. Coming in, Quincy Galbert, comes in for Southeast, and coming in for Northwest is Navarrete back in for Sasha Reed. Grizzlies already set up in their zone, and that may be the strategy tonight, is just to park the zone and make them shoot over it. So far, it's worked reasonably well. Jones has it, Back over here to Galbert. Galbert pulls it out, gives it to Dixon. Dixon found a lane into the paint, scores. Dixon saw the opening, ran it in, got the 2 points, and it's 14-7. Barber to Navarrete. Tried to get it to Robinson. It was picked off by Leela Jones. She gets it up to Williams, and Williams missed it. Saved by Barber. And now Barber will bring it across the timeline. A long one down there to Kenzie Edwards, but she had no shot. Gives it back to Barber. Navarrete from 3. Good! 14-10. Grizzlies down by 4. 5:10 to go in the first half. Beautiful shot by Aubrey Navarrete, who I think just got a high five from her opponent. Or a low five, as it may be. On the near side, Galbert. She puts it up for 3. Nope, that's a long 2, excuse me. 16-10, 4:44 to go. Barber brings it down the floor. Richard goes down hard. They didn't call a foul. Now they're going to call something. And I think they're going to say it went onto the baseline. So it'll be Southeast ball. Oh, they're going to give it to Northwest. Excuse me. Robinson will inbound. Looking for help and gets it out here to Aaliyah Richard. Richard to Robinson. Robinson for 3 off the heel. No good. Rebounded by Williams. And here comes Southeast back down the floor with it. Jakaya Jones on the far side. Gives it to Leela Jones. Now over to Dixon. Dixon back to Jones. Jones for 3. And it's good. Jakaya Jones gets a 3-pointer. 19-10. Biggest deficit of the night for Northwest. Aaliyah Richard, they didn't call the travel, and the coach wanted it, and quite frankly, I agree with him. We caught a break. Now, Robinson went up and was fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. First free throw, good. There's one more coming. And a quick substitution for Southeast is number 0, Caitlin Dean, a junior, comes in. The Southeast athletic director. Robinson makes them both. She'll come out, and Sasha Reed will come back in. The athletic director did not give us the position nor the height of any of their players for either game, so we're not going to have that information for you. Jones brings it up the floor in no particular hurry. 19-12, Grizzlies trail. Far side to Dean, now back to Jones. And now to Jakaya Jones, who canned a 3-pointer a little bit ago. Dixon with it now, back to Jones. Taking their time, Jones looking for a lane, didn't get it. Here's a 3-point try, short, rebounded by, well, it's going to end up with Southeast as both Edwards and Reed were fighting for the ball, and neither one of them got it. And now we have a timeout being taken. I'm not sure who called this. May have been Northwest. It's a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it with them. We'll tell you who took it when we come back. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball. back at Northwest coming out of the timeout. That timeout was taken by Southeast, so each team now has 4 timeouts remaining. Grizzlies sitting on 6 fouls and have been for a while. 2:55 to go till halftime. They're down by 7. And it will be Southeast inbounding the ball. And they inbound it. Caitlin Dean takes it. And just like that, Zion Williams puts it up and she misses. That's twice she's done that. Robinson got behind everybody, puts it up and scores. Innocent Robinson. That one goes out of play. That'll be a turnover, Northwest ball. Two and a half remaining till halftime. Grizzlies are still in this by all means. Robinson, far side to Barber. Barber will give it back to Robinson. Now to Richard. Back to Barber. Barber in the paint, puts it up and can't get the roll to go. It goes out of play. It will stay with Northwest. And a break for the Grizzlies. Off the miss. And Robinson, that tried to get it into Edwards, and it was stolen by Dixon, and Dixon coughs it over there to Dean on the far side. Now Jakaya Jones with it, pulls it back out. Grizzlies fall back into their zone. Galbert with it now, takes the top of the key and quarterbacks the play. She calls out something, gives it back to Dean. Dean, a long 2 off the rim, no good, rebounded by Robinson. Robinson, spin move, looking for help, gets it in the way of Kamira Barber. Into the corner, Edwards for 3, short, rebounded by Robinson. And Robinson was fouled. That'll be a common foul, I'm sure. Quincy Gilbert. Picks up her first foul. It's only the 3rd team foul on Southeast. Grizzlies will inbound. And looking for help, gets it to Edwards. Back to Robinson. Robinson pulls it out and throws it away. She put it right down the middle, and there wasn't anybody there. Somebody missed an assignment somewhere. It sure makes the pass look bad, but the pass was fine. Navarrete comes in for Robinson. Jakaya Jones has the ball for Southeast. Dixon looking for some place to go, gives it off to Gilbert. Back to Dixon. Dixon headed for the paint, then pulled it back out again. 44 seconds to go till halftime. Southeast will look for a good shot here or make this the last shot. There's the good shot by Jones. She missed it. The rebound, Sasha Reed, she gives it to Barber. Now the Grizzlies can play for one. 25 seconds to go in the half. Richard back to Barber. Barber drives, puts it up underneath to Reed. Reed up off the glass. Come on, it doesn't fall. She gets her own rebound and does, what are they calling here? Well, they're calling a jump ball. On the alternating possession, it will stay with Northwest. Robinson comes in for Edwards. 12 seconds to go in the half. Robinson is fouled, shooting a 3. She's going to get 3 shots here. A chance for the Grizzlies to get within 2. First one Good. Two more coming. Second one misses. Robinson will get one more. And she makes 2 out of 3. Now she will come out, and Edwards will, no, I'm sorry, I take it back. Barber's coming out, and Edwards will come in. Again, 10 seconds remaining in the half. Dean inbounds it to Jones. Galbert with it, top of the key, over to Dixon. 3, 2, 1. There's the shot. It doesn't go, and that's the way the half ends. So at the end of one half of play, it is Southeast 19 and Northwest 16. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza in 2 minutes. Now I need you to, that one. Stay with us. This is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to 0. Welcome back to Northwest, where the girls game is really close. 19-16, the Grizzlies trail at halftime. But they picked up in that second half. They picked up 2 of the 5-point deficit they had after 1. We'll give you the totals here. First of all, for the Southeast girls, Jakaya Jones has 5, Leela Jones with 2, Trinity Dixon with 5, Quincy Galbert with 2, Adrian Neal with 3, I wrote that down wrong, that's a 3, and Zion Williams has 1, which surprises me. Aaliyah Richard for Northwest with 4, as does Kamira Barber. Innocent Robinson has 6, and Aubrey Navarrete has 3 for the Grizzlies, and they trail 16-19.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Say this is Northwest Grizzlies basketball, that's when you go to commercial. The only time you never go to commercial unless I sing that. Okay? And I'll do it when there's a timeout or at the end of the quarter. Okay? With 2 minutes to go at halftime, just run the commercial. Don't wait for me to sing it. Here. I like purple Gatorade. Yes, yes. No, that's why I did that. I'll make you a sitting right here when you're doing hook for a while. I don't want to be left out. I'll ask her. If she's still sitting there, I'll ask her in between games. You want me to do it? It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes gets the 2, yeah, that's good. You always hit the button. If you hit play, all it does is play it for you. So it's always done. Welcome back to Northwest High, where the Grizzlies trail 19-16 at the end of the first half. They will be playing from right to left in the third and fourth quarters of this contest. Again, Grizzlies are in their home whites and Southeast in their black and gold. And on the alternating possession, it will be Southeast who will inbound the ball to start play here in quarter number 3. On the floor for your Grizzlies, Kenzie Edwards, Aaliyah Richard, Innocent Robinson, Sasha Reed, and Kamira Barber. It's your 5 on the floor to start the third quarter. Underway, Jones has it, and up, and a foul right away. Leela Jones will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Innocent Robinson, and that's her third. Not a good thing. Jones' first free throw is good. She has one more coming. She extends the lead to 4 points. And the second one is also good. So 21-16, Grizzlies trail. 7:40 to go in the third quarter. Robinson with the ball, has her pocket pick, gets it back. Up underneath, the shot is blocked, and Leela Jones comes away with it for Southeast. Blocked that time by Zion Williams, the tallest player on the floor, quite frankly. Leela Jones has it, top of the key. Dixon sends it over to Williams, back to Dixon. And now back to Jones, who puts up a long 3, and it's nothing but net. Grizzlies trail by 8 all of a sudden, after all that hard work they did in the second quarter. Robinson with it. Sends it across to Barber. Barber is going to take it herself. Lost the handle, goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. Aubrey Navarrete comes in for Innocent Robinson. That's what I expected. Robinson will sit down with her 3 fouls. Navarrete gives it back to Barber. Barber, a long 3 is short. Rebound loose on the floor. Navarrete fights for it. Now Edwards does too, and now we have a whistle. And a timeout has been taken. I think Southeast is the most surprised bench here that they called timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. I want to take a moment while we can to thank our fine sponsors who bring you Grizzly basketball, and they include Andrews Cleaning Surface, Keystone Solid Surfaces, Taco Prano at 21st and Tyler, Made Pro, M-A-I-D Pro of Wichita, Chance Transmission, Jensen Chiropractic Clinic, Christopher Daniels Jewelry and Watch Repair, and Todd Eflin Narrates at toddeflin.com. And, of course, our lead sponsor, as always, the good folks at Mel Hambledon Ford. Coming out of the timeout with 6:27 to go in the third. Grizzlies have 1 foul, and Southeast none yet in this half. Possession arrow points at Northwest. Southeast will inbound. We're back underway. Dixon on the far side. Sends it over to Jones on the near side. Jones picks up the ball, got knocked loose from her. Now there's another loose one on the floor. And Jakaya Jones scores from under the basket for 2. Barber brings it across the timeline. The Grizzlies down by 10. Barber for 3, misses. Rebounded by Navarrete, and she sent it to a good spot, but there was nobody home. Barber comes down and gets the rebound off the miss by Dixon. And takes it, puts it in, and scores. Tamira Barber goes coast to coast. 26-18, Grizzlies down, 5:20 to go, third quarter. Southeast on the far side, that's Leela Jones with it. From just behind the free throw stripe, she puts it up short. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Northwest ball. Robinson will come back in now, replacing Kenzie Edwards. We have Robinson, Richard, Reed, Navarrete, and Barber on the floor. That's your 5 on the floor for Northwest. And Richards' shot is good. Count the basket and a foul. Fouls on Dixon. That's her second, first team foul of the second half. Robinson misses her free throw and rebounded by the Buffs. And here comes Leela Jones with it. She dishes it off to Dixon. Dixon on the near side to Williams. Williams back to Jakaya Jones. Jakaya Jones pulls it out, top of the key. Williams to Dixon. Dixon tries to get around Robinson, puts up a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Navarrete. Barber brings it down, gives it to Robinson. Robinson in the paint, puts it up, good. And the Grizzlies are back within 4. Leela Jones with it, top of the key. Looking to see if anything develops. So far, nothing. There's a long 3 from the far side, missing. Rebounded by Barber. Here's a chance for the Grizzlies to get closer. Robinson into the paint, dishes it off. Navarrete for 3, short. Rebounded by Barber, count it. That's what we needed, some putback points. Get those offensive rebounds going. Grizzlies down by 2. 26-24 Southeast over Northwest. Jakaya Jones with the ball. Dishes it off to Dixon, to Leela Jones. Leela Jones puts up a 3, good. I guess we're going to need to contest her. She's awfully good from that spot. 29-24, the lead is 5 again. Underneath, Barber is going to be called. No, she's not either. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. I thought they might have called a charge on that, but they did not. Instead, they're going to call the foul on Dixon, I believe. Nope, they called it on Neal. That's Neal's first foul. Barber at the line. The first one is no good. Edwards comes in for Richard. And I told you I didn't think Richard was taped. I was incorrect. She is taped. I just didn't see it. And that one falls for Barber. And a timeout being taken by Northwest here. And it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 60, this is Grizzly basketball. Back at Northwest, Grizzlies trail by 4 coming out of the timeout. Each team now has 3 left. Grizzlies have committed 1 foul in this half and Southeast 2, and the possession arrow is pointing in the favor of the Grizzlies. Leela Jones inbounds to Jakaya Jones. Grizzlies playing man-to-man now. Jones to Jones. Leela thought about a 3, then dishes it off. Underneath, puts it up. It doesn't get the roll, and Barber gets the rebound, and Barber is fouled, and that's a great play by Kamira Barber to draw that foul on Adrian Neal. That's her second. Grizzlies have a chance now to close the gap again. 29-25, Grizzlies trail. They have not led since early in the game. They have trailed by as many as 10. And there's a giveaway by Edwards. And they're saying no over and back because it was tipped, and Jakaya Jones puts it in. That's unfortunate. Barber in the paint, puts it up and count it. Kamira Barber scores, and we're back within 4. Jones brings it across the timeline again. Galbert puts it up, it misses, gets the rebound, misses again. This time Edwards gets the rebound, and she threw it away and gave it to Jakaya Jones for an easy lay-in. That's 4 points we just gave him. Got to be more deliberate with those passes. Robinson has the ball, man-to-man now by Southeast. Robinson puts it up, misses. Reed rebound, it doesn't go either, and it's rebounded by Williams. Here comes Southeast back. Grizzlies can't find the bottom of the basket now. There's a 3-point try, good. 36-27, the Grizzlies are down by 9 all of a sudden. After getting it back within 2. Barber, and it doesn't go again. It goes out of play. It will belong to Southeast. Aaliyah Richard back in the game for Northwest. She will replace Kamira Barber, who will take a well-deserved breather. Leela Jones has the ball stripped from her. And Jakaya Jones on it too. They're going to call a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it will belong to Northwest. So the Grizzlies make a good defensive play and don't get burned. Kamira Barber comes back in for Navarrete, I think. Nope, for Kenzie Edwards. So we've got Barber, Richard, Reed, and that's the end of the quarter, so we'll give that all to you at the beginning of the 4th quarter, which will happen 60 seconds from now. 36-27, Grizzlies trail. Will be back in 60. This is Grizzly basketball. your time is 8 minutes, you're good. Back at Northwest, getting set for the start of the fourth quarter. Seems like Southeast, and not seems like, it's true, Southeast has started each quarter. They've had the ball first in all 4 quarters, just by the luck of the alternating possession. And this quarter is no exception. We're back underway. Ja'Kiah Jones has the ball for the Buffaloes. They lead by 9. Grizzlies have a hill to climb now in the fourth quarter. They had it down within 2 halfway through the third quarter. There's a miss and a rebound by Aaliyah Richard. Richard to Robinson all by herself. She goes up and she's fouled. Robinson will go to the line and shoot 2. Fouls on Adrian Neal. Innocent Robinson will put the first one up. It's good. She has one more coming. Trying to get this within 7, and she does. She makes them both. 36-29, Grizzlies trail. And now some full court pressure being put on by Northwest. Southeast breaks it, and Navarrete deflected it out of bounds, but actually that was a pretty good play because Williams was all alone to the basket if she gets that ball. Pretty good play by Aubrey Navarrete, the freshman. In it comes, Williams has it, gives it to Dixon. Dixon, here's a three-pointer coming from Neal, and she makes it. And the Grizzlies are down by 10 again. That's their largest deficit of the game. Underneath, we have a foul called. That'll be the 4th team foul on Southeast in this half. The 5th, excuse me. And the foul is going to be charged to Ja'Kiah Jones. Common foul on the floor. There's Robinson for 3, in and out, no good. Somebody's put cellophane on that hoop again. That one goes out and will stay with Southeast. Inbounded and knocked away by Robinson, and she's got it on the floor. And a timeout taken by Northwest. What a great play by Innocent Robinson. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. And if you folks are watching this full screen on your computers right now or on your televisions, may I suggest that you partially minimize your picture for just a moment. And when you do, you will see the NWHS Grizz subscription button on your screen. Please, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the Northwest YouTube channel by pressing that button. It costs you absolutely nothing to do so. But the school benefits, and most importantly, the audiovisual program at Northwest is the beneficiary of your subscription. So every subscription is important. Take a moment, click that subscribe button, then re-enlarge your picture. And we thank you for your support of Grizzly Athletics. Now we have an inbound play from Northwest as we resume play. Barber has it. And they're calling Barber for an offensive foul. She's the most surprised person in the gym. So that'll be a turnover. It's Barber's 3rd foul. That's the bad part of it. And over on the far side it goes. Jones misses, and the rebound loose on the floor. It's going to be picked up by Robinson. Gives it to Barber. Chance for the Grizzlies to start chipping away at this 10-point lead. Barber goes up. It goes, somehow it got saved, and Southeast got it. Ja'Kiah Jones puts it up and scores. Grizzlies now down by a dozen. 41-29. Southeast. Yeah, there's a three from Barber. Where's that been? 41-32. Back to single digits. A string of those would be nice, although I hate to suggest we start taking a bunch of three-point shots. Now Southeast has called a timeout. It's a full timeout. We're going to take it too. 41-32, Grizzlies trail. We'll be back. This is Grizzly basketball. Back at Northwest, coming out of the timeout. 5:32 to go in the fourth. Southeast with the lead and the ball. Leela Jones brings it in for the Buffs. Gives it to Dixon. On the near side, Dixon, top of the key now to Ja'Kiah Jones. Back to Dixon. Dixon in the paint, gives it away. Now here's a chance for Neal for three, but she missed it. Southeast gets the rebound, and Ja'Kiah Jones pulls it back out. They don't need to score as much as they need to kill some clock, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Forcing Barber to challenge so that the time will start. There we go. Possession time I'm talking about. On the near side, it's Dixon for three. Off the heel, no good. The rebound goes to Navarrete. Up the far side to Richard. Richard underneath to Robinson. Reverse layup misses. The ball goes out of play. It will stay with Northwest. Edwards comes back in. And it will be Aaliyah Richard who's coming out. Let's reset this lineup for you. We have Kenzie Edwards, Aubrey Navarrete, Innocent Robinson, Sasha Reed, and Kamira Barber. That's the five on the floor for Northwest. Barber, spin move, puts it up, rims out, no good. Sasha went up for the rebound, got it, and was fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair. That's the sixth team foul on the Buffs here in the second half. So Grizzlies are shooting free throws the rest of the night on fouls. Sasha Reed rims out on the first one. She has one more coming. Makes one out of two, does Sasha. Underneath and scores. That's a pretty nice play. Give credit where credit's due on that one. That one scored by the all-famous, or infamous. That one rimmed out. That was Dixon that scored that last bucket, by the way. Williams missed again. Williams has not scored a lot of points tonight. Robinson is fouled going up. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. The foul will be on Neal. And I think that's number 4 for Neal, is it? It is number 4. And it puts Northwest into the bonus. So I need you to click that down here, that bonus thing right there. Click that once. There you go. It shows up here that we're in the bonus. Neal comes out and Galbert comes in for the Buffs. 3:20 to go. These are big free throws. And she missed. Guess I shouldn't have said that. Dixon went coast to coast and did everything but put it in. Now we have what do we have here? What do we call? We're calling something. And the foul's on Jakaya Jones. That is the 8th team foul, and that'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Innocent Robinson. Robinson needs to make some of these free throws. We don't keep that stat, but I know she's got several big misses tonight, including that one. She's not had a good night from the stripe. Over here, Galbert with it. Sends it back out. Jakaya Jones has it. Around the horn it goes to Leela Jones, who drives, puts it up off the glass. It misses, and Zion Williams will get the rebound. Now it's taken away by Robinson. Robinson is fouled, and that means she'll go to the line and shoot another 1-and-1. It's Galbraith's second foul. Comes with 2:43 to go in the fourth. Grizzlies are down by 9. They desperately need points when the clock's not moving. And that first one is good. Not a lot of games left after tonight. We go to East on Friday and then have Capon next week. And we have West here at home, and that's it. In that West game, there is a change on your schedule. I'll talk about that again later, but there is no girls game that night. We'll talk a little bit about that later on. Meanwhile, Grizzlies need to get the ball back. Dixon pulls it back out. Grizzlies fall back into the zone. Dixon beats it, goes up, and she's fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Innocent Robinson. That's her 4th. There's absolutely no move made to take Robinson out of the game with her 4 fouls. Dixon's first free throw is good. She'll get one more. That's only the 3rd team foul on Northwest this half. Grizzlies really cleaned that up. They had a lot of fouls in the first half. Second one misses, but it's rebounded by Leela Jones. She gives it to Galbert. Galbert to Jones. Jakaya Jones, that is. 44-36, Grizzlies trail. Less than 2 minutes to go. And Barber finally gets one to fall there. That took forever to go down, but it does fall. Grizzlies are down by 6. It's a 2-possession game. Now we need to get a stop. We're not going to get it that way. Zion Williams, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that's her first field goal. It's her second field goal. 46-38. Navarrete pulls it up, but gets her own rebound after the miss. Now Barber for 3. It doesn't go. And Zion Williams gets the rebound. Sent up to Dixon. Dixon one-on-one with Navarrete, pulls it back out. And gives it to Jones, who passes it over to Galbert. Galbert back to Ja'Kiah Jones. Less than a minute to go, fourth quarter. Grizzlies are going to have to foul, and Richard does. That's the third foul on Richard. Ball's inbounded. Jones has it. Clock running. 45 to go. And Jones doing a good job of ball possession here and killing clock. Into the paint underneath. Zion Williams lays it in. Down by 10 with 32 to go. That's pretty much going to do it. That one goes out of play, but a foul is called. It will send Barber to the line to shoot two. Grizzlies are now in the double bonus. That would be the one next to it, yeah. Barber with 2 shots now. Makes the first one. Barber's had a pretty good night again. Got off to a slow start in the first quarter, but has turned it on, especially here in the second half. And this time it will put Southeast into the bonus, and they'll shoot a 1-and-1. That one. Ja'Kiah Jones gets the first one to fall. (49-39), trying to get it to 50 here, and she does. 15 seconds to go. It's academic. Grizzlies are going to fall here, but they played well tonight. That three-pointer misses, and it's rebounded by Jones. 5 seconds to go, and they won't even bring it across the timeline. They'll dribble it out, and we're final. Final score here, Southeast 50, Northwest 39. We're going to take a 60-second timeout and then give you the totals, and we'll send it to the Andy Hill pregame show. Come back with us. This is Grizzly basketball. Final score was a final score. But I've already forgotten. They've already erased it. We're back here at Northwest where the Grizzlies fall tonight. Yeah, don't worry about it. Grizzlies fall. Let's give you the totals for Southeast first. Ja'Kiah Jones had 12 points tonight. Leela Jones with 7. Trinity Dixon with 5, all in the first half. Quincy Galbert, 2. Adrian Neal had 7, 10. And Zion Williams with 7, 6 in the second half. For Northwest, Aaliyah Richard had 4 points, all in the first half. Kamira Barber had, 7, 11, 14, 17 points for Barber. Innocent Robinson with 15, excuse me. Sasha Reed with 1, and Aubrey Navarrete rounded out the scoring with 3 points for Northwest. Again, the final 50-39. Grizzlies fall tonight. They'll have to try and get it back on Friday when they go over to East High. We're going to send it to the pregame show with Coach Hill after a 60-second timeout. Did you find it? Okay. We'll be back after for the starting lineups after we visit with Coach Hill. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Our City League doubleheader continues now. The boys' game will be coming up here in a matter of a few minutes, and we're joined, as we are before each and every boys' varsity game, by our head coach, Andy Hill. Coach, let's look backwards as we always do. Not so, it's not too pleasant a look. I had Friday night at Bishop Carroll. It just wasn't our night.
No, it wasn't. Credit to Bishop Carroll. They played really well, did some really good things. But, the most disappointing part of that one is just kind of how we stopped competing early on in the third quarter. I think for whatever reason, we just kind of quit on the game, quit on each other, and didn't give the effort and energy needed to be in that fight. And that's the disappointing part, and hopefully the part that we can address and correct moving forward.
It was, and it was kind of difficult for us watching it, especially in the latter stages of the fourth quarter when everything deteriorated into a slam dunk contest for Bishop Carroll, which is great for their fans. And I don't fault anybody for doing that, although I don't think all the dunks were, or the attempts at the dunks were necessarily sportsmanlike given the spread and the score, but sure wasn't the same game as it was when it was here when both teams scored in the 30s.
No, this time only one team scored in the 30s. So, it just, again, it's those nights can happen, and we've been fortunate here that we haven't had too many nights like that, and you just got to try and go back to the drawing board and get everybody back on the same page and try not to let one loss turn into two losses, and not let Bishop Carroll beat us again tonight because our mentality isn't right or anything like that. So that's really what we tried to address is it's not necessarily X's and O's, although there's a whole lot that we could have done better from that aspect, but more so just our attitudes and our effort and kind of those things that we call controllables. So that's what we got to get better. Hopefully we'll see some improvement there tonight.
I assume that was all addressed the next day at practice while it was still fresh on everybody's minds.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep.
Okay. So now you have what's looking forward. We have another tough opponent tonight in Southeast Buffaloes. They got a bunch of big guys. They've got some good players, so it's certainly no cakewalk. We have seen them already once this year. What does tonight look like for your squad?
Southeast has really improved a lot over the course of the season. Just watching their films from their most recent 2 or 3 games, they look like a totally different team than what we saw before when we played them back in, when was that, December, I guess. So it's been a while. They've kind of found their way and I think figured out the style of play that suits them best. Guys, you can really see each guy that plays on their team understands what their role is for that team. And so, their coach is doing a really good job. They've gotten a whole lot better, and it's going to be a battle, and we're going to have to be ready to compete for 32 minutes if we want a chance to win.
Any particular people on the Southeast squad in particular that we're going to need to address defensively?
Really all of them kind of play their part. So number 22, their point guard, really quick little guard, runs the show for him. He's not, a big-time scorer, but he kind of gets everybody else in the right spots and creates plays for their other guys. Number 10, Mason Lee is their leading scorer, kind of a bigger guard. He can shoot it from three. He'll go down and post some. He's a tough guy to guard. And then they've got a kid. He's worn a couple different numbers recently, so number 31 or number 3, I think his name's DJ Brown, but he's a left-handed kid, big body. He's probably 6'3", 6'4", but he can handle it. He'll kind of push the ball, bring the ball up for him at times in transition, and he's tough to stop also. And then their best player got hurt like the first game of the year, Asa Barnes, and he's been out all year. And there's, I'm hearing potential that he could be back tonight also, so it'll be interesting to see if he plays and kind of how he works his way back into the what they've got going on.
Yeah, I think it's as often as we've seen Asa Barnes play, it seems like he's in his 6th year of eligibility. I mean, he's always there, and if he's back tonight, that will be an additional challenge for our guys for sure.
Yeah, he's a really, really talented player, and you're right. When you get these kids that play varsity early on, starting from their freshman year, T.J. Williams at Heights is another one that comes to mind. People around the league probably.
Super. One last quarter of our season, you start looking about playoff possibilities, and what do we need? What do we need to do to guarantee at least one home game in the playoffs? Have you looked at the rest of 6A and figured that part out yet?
Honestly, I haven't been looking at that too much, just because I know with our record being what it is, we're going to kind of be somewhere right in the middle, and there's going to be a lot of teams kind of clustered around there. I've looked briefly, and that's kind of where we sit, anywhere between 7 and 11 seed-wise. But for us, wherever we end up falling, it's really just a matter of figuring out how to consistently play our best basketball, and we haven't done that yet, so we're really kind of hyper-focused just on our team and our guys and doing what we've got to do to be the best version of ourselves, and whatever else happens around that, we don't have any control of. And so this year especially, I just haven't seen a lot of point in putting in that effort to be a bracketologist as far as sub-state standings go, because whatever happens, we're gonna have to play a good team in the first round. We're not up there in the top 4 seed lines where we can say, okay, first round game should be winnable, and then we go from there. Like we're right in the thick of things, and round 1, no matter what, we're gonna have to be ready to go.
Well, the easiest way to guarantee success in that area and to make it as easy as possible would be to win out. So best of luck to you tonight. Let's get a winning streak started against Southeast tonight.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. We're going to try.
Head coach Andy Hill in our pregame visit. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 90 seconds with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's varsity boys game against the Wichita Southeast Golden Buffaloes. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies basketball is on the air. Welcome to another season of basketball, Grizzly style, as Northwest pursues a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on their YouTube page with links available at NWHS Grizz. Grizzlies basketball is sponsored this year in part by Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. And by Andrews Cleaning Service with programs for residential, commercial, or special cleaning projects. Check them out at wichitacleaningservice.com. And by Keystone Solid Services, providing quality granite countertop products for your home. Check them out at KeystoneSolidServices.com. And by Todd Eflin Narrates, voice acting for just about anything with words, commercials, training videos, audiobook, and telephone services. Find me at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com. And now, let's go courtside for today's contest. And your host, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Eflin, and good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back to Wichita Northwest High School and the high school gym for tonight's varsity contest. Oops. Between the Southeast Golden Buffaloes and your Northwest Grizzlies. And that's the Northwest High School pep band. We got about 5 minutes to go here until the start of things. And what you can do now, if you haven't already done it, is remove the pregame and put the commercial back. So it'll be ready to go when we need it. One that says sponsors. Not halftime. That one there. Yeah, that one there. It'll be ready to go when you need it. Not yet. No, we're not going to do it now. We have a bunch of students, as always, running things up here tonight. Want to give some credit to Jalea Woods. Landon Hughes was here for the first game. We appreciate his help. Alan Garcia is our executive producer tonight. Christian Hernandez, our videographer. And Jaleel is going to keep the numbers for us tonight. We need that as well. And we'll remind you folks, 2 of these 3 people are rookies. This is their first night doing this, and I thought they did a great job in the first game, considering that they are rookies. And yes, you'll hear me giving instruction throughout the evening. This is a learning experience for them. They're doing this for a grade as part of the audio-visual program here at Northwest under the direction of Mr. Shane Monroe. We thank Shane Monroe for his help in putting all this together as well. And we thank you folks for your support. Again, we urge you to subscribe to NWHS Grizz. If you have not already done so, the subscription button is on the same screen as this. If you don't have the picture of the game at full screen, you'll see the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe, but the Grizzlies do get financial benefit out of it. It all goes to the audio-visual program. So please support. Nice crowd on hand. Southeast has a nice crowd over here on our side. We're on the visitor side, as we always are in our perch. Northwest has good crowd on hand over there for a Tuesday night game. The band is in full swing here. Grizzlies will be playing in their home white uniforms with dark numerals and blue trim tonight. Southeast in their gold. Looks like they're going to be wearing, well, I don't know, they're wearing jackets, so it's hard to tell. They're wearing gold shorts, I can tell you that, so I'm assuming their gold jerseys are gold and or black as well.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wichita Northwest High School
City League contest, and we're running out of games. If we want to get a home playoff game here for the boys, they are 9-7 going into tonight. They have tonight. They still have to play Capon one more time. They have to play West. That'll be a senior night here, the last game of the season. And they play at East on Friday night. We'll be on the air Friday night at 5:40 from the East Tide Gym. We can thank Fred Creighton, their athletic director. He's already gotten things going for us, and looking forward to. He's going to be our halftime guest on Friday night during the boys' game. Always a pleasure to visit with Mr. Creighton, and we appreciate his hospitality. We'll thank him in advance. Players have come off the court. Presentation of the colors will follow shortly, and then the singing of the national anthem. And this young man that sings it for Northwest is darn good. And for the life of me, I can't tell you who he is. I don't know the young man. I don't recognize him, and I just haven't heard his name when they have introduced him. Here's the presentation of the colors and our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Remove your hats for the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem in honor of our country and those that defended it. Tonight's color guard is provided by Grizzlies Battalion JOTC cadets. Presenting tonight's colors are Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Aiden Charlier, Cadet First Lieutenant Molly Acton, Cadet Private Leo Belson, and Cadet Private Aiden Shaw. The anthem tonight will be sung by Northwest students Gabe Hurtado.
And that's the national anthem. I think I heard the name is Gabe Locano. Whoever he is, great job presenting our national anthem. Now let's go to the introduction of the starting lineups, and we will start with our visitors from Southeast, wearing black and gold tonight. Actually, it's gold and white, I should say. They're wearing gold uniforms, gold shirts, gold pants, white numerals. And a sophomore, number 2, Ishmael Berry. Senior forward, number 3, Asa Barnes. First start in a long time for Barnes. We have a junior, number 5, Jamari Berry. a senior, Mason Lee, number 10, and Preston Din, a sophomore, wearing number 22. The head coach for Southeast is Carl Brown, assisted by Josh Sims, Callian Loggins, and Jason Borman. For Northwest, your starters for tonight: Jerome Henderson, a 6'2" junior forward, wearing number 1. 5'9" junior guard, number 2, Tayshawn Williams. 5'11" sophomore guard, number 5, Eli Benning. Senior guard at 5'9", number 10, David Hudspeth. Number 22 is a 6'4" senior forward, Javon Glover. And last but not least, a 5'8" senior guard, number 24, L.J. Phillips. Head coach is Andy Hill, assisted by Gavin Darr, Kylan Hawkins, and Jim Murnaugh. So for Northwest, it's Henderson, Williams, Benning, Hudspeth. No, I got one of these guys wrong. I'm going to correct myself. I had Henderson marked on my sheet. He is not starting. So it's Williams, Benning, Hudspeth, Glover, and Phillips on the floor for Northwest. Grizzlies will play from left to right here in the first half. For the opening tip, it'll be Asa Barnes for Southeast and Javon Glover for Northwest. And the referee letting the band finish the fight song. We're ready to go. Opening tip is won by the Grizzlies. Hudspeth gives it to Eli Benning, and we're underway here in the boys' game. Hudspeth drives off the glass, count it. David Hudspeth draws first blood. Grizzlies quickly fall back on defense. Bringing it down for Southeast is Preston Din. And the ball goes out of play. It'll stay with the Buffaloes. Buffaloes in gold, Grizzlies in white. And the Buffaloes have also made the key error as Mason Lee goes up and his shot is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Southeast. Southeast made the mistake of putting light numbers on a light uniform so that they can't be read from more than 2 feet away. Din with it for Southeast. Puts it up from 15 feet. It rolls in and out. No good. Rebounded by Benning. Eli Benning brings it up the floor. Gives it to Williams. Williams from 15 feet misses. And the rebound to Asa Barnes. Here comes Southeast back. A spin move by Barnes. He gives it to Berry. Now Din from 3 misses. And Barnes gets the rebound, loose on the floor. Barnes will take the shot from 6 feet and make it. We're tied at 2 with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Hudspeth with it for Northwest. Now Benning underneath the Glover, and he missed the lay-in. Rebounded by Asa Barnes. Preston Din brings it up for the Buffs. Top of the key now. 1-2-2 zone by Northwest. Shot from 15 feet is good by Jamari Berry. And Southeast takes that 4-2 lead. Benning has the ball tipped out of bounds by Jamari Berry. It'll stay with Northwest. L.J. Phillips will inbound for the Grizzlies. L.J. Phillips, who is headed on his way to South Dakota next year to play football in the Dome up there. And Glover scores from 6 feet. We're tied at 4. Javon, nice job. Underneath, Preston Dinn sends it out to Barnes. Barnes lost the handle, and L.J. Phillips comes away with it. He gives it to Benning. Benning to Tayshawn Williams. Williams brings it up in the corner to Benning. Benning has his shot blocked. Barnes comes back with the rebound and brings it down the floor, and it's knocked out of play, but a foul's going to be charged. And it'll be on Javon Glover. That's the first foul of the game for either team. Jerome Henderson now comes into the game, number 1, and he will replace L.J. Phillips. Preston Dinn into the paint, puts it up. It's blocked by Glover, saved by Henderson, and here comes Williams with it. Williams brings it down underneath. Not reverse layup, but a layup misses. Barnes gets the rebound all the way down, and putting it up and having it blocked, but a foul's called, is Judah Love, who came in at the last stoppage. Henderson draws his first foul. Love will go to the line and shoot 2. Love misses. Rebounded by Henderson. We're tied at 4. Henderson from 3 misses off the heel, and it's rebounded there by Judah Love. And here comes Jaron Arnold, number 1, with it. He got it poked away from him for a moment. Dinn has it. Dinn gives it to Barnes. Barnes off the glass, good. Asa Barnes scores. It's 6-4. Southeast. Asa Barnes across the way. There's a 3-point attempt. Good. Jaron Arnold gets a 3. And it's 9-4 Southeast. Now we have a whistle away from the ball, and looks like Javon Glover may have a nosebleed. He's going to come out, and Henderson will come in. Not Henderson. L.J. Phillips will come in for him. Also, Sincere Thompson comes in, number 13, the 5'11" senior guard. He will replace David Hudspeth. So it's Grizzlies ball, as that was a referee's timeout for medical purposes. Hopefully Glover's not seriously injured. Williams with it for Northwest. He puts it up, and it's blocked, and they're going to call a goaltend, and that's a good call. Credit the basket to Tayshawn Williams. He'll get 2 points. No question about that. The ball was on its way down when it was blocked. So it's 9-6 Southeast as Williams gets the basket. On the far side, Arnold for 3, and it's good. And a 30-second timeout has been taken by Northwest. We'll keep it right here and use this opportunity to again thank all of our sponsors, including Mel Hambledon Ford. Todd Eflin narrates, that's Toddeflin. Christopher Daniels Jewelry and Watch Repair on West Central. Jensen Chiropractic Clinic, Chance Transmission Service, Maid Pro, MAID of Wichita. Taco Prano at 21st and Tyler. Keystone Solid Surfaces, and Andrews Cleaning Service. We thank all of our sponsors for their support of Grizzly basketball on the World Wide Web. Grizzlies will inbound coming out of the timeout. Benning will bring it across the timeline, getting the feed from Williams. Jerome Henderson underneath. And L.J. Phillips' shot is blocked. The only person I haven't mentioned yet is Sincere Thompson, so there's your 5 on the floor. 3:03 to go, first quarter. Out it comes. Williams has it. Top of the key. Preston Dinn marking him tightly. Williams from 12 feet. Good. Tayshawn Williams gets his second bucket of the night. Jerry Arnold puts it up from 15 feet. It's short. Rebounded by Thompson. Gives it to Williams. Tayshawn Williams from free. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Love, and here comes Dinn with it. Dinn with it, marked by Williams. Gives it out to Barnes. Barnes from the line, count it. 14-8 Southeast, 2:08 to go, first quarter. Henderson pulls it back out, and they tried to feed that one into Phillips. It's loose, and luckily Tayshawn Williams comes up with it. Williams, three-point try. Good from Henderson! And the Grizzlies cut the lead in half. It's 14-11. Dinn to Mason Lee. And we have a charge called. I think that's going to be called on Lee. It is. First team foul on Southeast. Player control foul will give the ball to Northwest. Grizzlies make a change as LJ comes out. So we have Hudspeth back in, Williams, Sincere Thompson, Henderson, and Glover. It's your 5 on the floor. Williams on the far side puts up a long 3 off the heel, no good. That one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest. (14-11) Southeast. Sincere Thompson with the ball. Gives it to Henderson, now back over to Williams. Into the corner to David Hudspeth. He drives from 8 feet, misses off the glass. Rebounded by Preston Dinn. Now Mason Lee will bring it down the floor. Actually, I got him backwards. Mason Lee just took the 3-point shot and missed. And we have a rebound by Glover. Williams will bring it up the floor for Northwest. And he walked with it. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Southeast brings it down the floor. That's Arnold with it. He gives it off to Barry. Barry across the way to Mason Lee. Lee off the glass, misses, rebounded by Henderson, but he couldn't hang on to it. Barnes puts it up, it's blocked. And Sincere Thompson comes away with it. He brings it down himself. Now he gives it to Williams. 17 to go. On the far side is Glover. He'll give it to Henderson. Henderson to Williams, 10 seconds to go. Last shot time for Northwest. Williams for 3. Off the heel, no good, and that will do it. That one is short. We're at the end of 1. And after 1 period of play, Southeast 14, Northwest 11. We'll be back with the second quarter after this 60-second timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball. We're back at Northwest, getting set for the start of the second quarter, and a young lady walked by with her 2 small children, and one of them decided to grab Jaleel's drink. Guess she was thirsty. Southeast will inbound to start the second quarter. And we're back underway. Arnold with it for the Buffs. He drives, puts it up off the glass. It's blocked, and coming away with it is Hudspeth. David will bring it down the floor, and he sends it over on the far side into the corner, back out to Williams. Williams underneath to Hudspeth, and back out to Williams. Besides those two, it's Sincere Thompson, Javon Glover, and number 11, the 6'2" forward, Liam Calvert. Calvert has it into the paint, sends it over to Hudspeth for 3. It's going to go off the rim, no good. And Asa Barnes is fouled by Javon Glover. That's his second foul, the third on the team. He will come out, and Jerome Henderson will come back in. Number 1. Mason Lee came out for Southeast. I'm not sure who came in. We'll figure it out. It was Ishmael Berry, I think, number 2. Preston Dinn with the ball, driving in the paint. Puts it up. It's short. A putback by Love is good, but doesn't count. And it does not. I do not know why. May have had somebody step on the baseline there prior to the shot, because no foul was called. Anyway, it's our ball. Williams gives it to Henderson. Henderson drives in the paint off the glass. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2, and he is down, and he is grabbing his hip. He went down hard, folks. The foul will be on Judah Love. His first. Henderson does get up, and he goes to the stripe, so he intends to shoot these himself. He did go down hard. He's grabbing his backside. He's going to have a bruise there tomorrow. Benning getting set to come back in. I assume he's coming back in for the shooter, but that's a guess on my part. Henderson, 2 shots. First one, missed. And Benning is in the game, and he came in for Tayshawn Williams. Caden Drury comes in for Southeast. He joins Jaron Arnold, who just came back in for the Buffs. Out there with Preston Dinn and Judah Love. Henderson falls. The second one does fall. 14-12, the Grizzlies down by a pair. Preston Dinn brings it across the timeline for the Buffs. Mason Lee is back in as well, number 10. He had just taken a breather. There's a long 3, nothing but net for Mason Lee, and it's 17-12. Henderson underneath. Can't make it go. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First one from Henderson is good. Second one coming, and it misses. Rebounded by Mason Lee. Here comes Preston Dinn with it. Dinn into the corner, now underneath, driving and sending it out. And back across now. Preston Dinn has it taken away by Hudspeth. Long pass forward. Ooh, boy, there's a big, I think we're going to count the, oh, nope, he's going to shoot 2 fouls. That's Liam Calvert that got hammered there. It's Judah Love, it's his 3rd foul already. The big man likely will not be in the game for much longer. Calvert, falls. I thought it was going to miss off to the right. Calvert will get one more. That was the 4th team foul on Southeast. Grizzlies have 3. Calvert makes them both. 17-15, Grizzlies down by 2. Preston Dinn sends it out to Lee. Drury into the corner, and we have a whistle. And what do we have here? It's going to be Southeast ball. Into Preston Dinn. Dinn dishes it out here on the near side to Arnold, who misses a 3. It's rebounded by Hudspeth. Here comes Northwest back with it. Hudspeth from inside the stripe misses it, and the rebound to Mason Lee. Jaron Arnold takes the pass, puts it in off the glass, and it's 19-15. In the corner. Benning missed everything. Drury has it for Southeast. Underneath, a foul is called, and Calvert goes down. I don't know what they're going to call here. They called the foul on Eli Benning. I thought it was going to have something to do with Liam Calvert getting whacked, but no. Benning's first, team foul number 4 for Northwest. Out it comes, and a nice try by Phillips. That one falls. How did that fall? I'll never know. Oh boy, a headbutt right there accidentally. Barnes took a shot from Eli Benning as they both turned around, but play continues. Williams, can't get it to go. Barnes gets the rebound for Southeast. Sends it over on the near side. Drury has it. Back in the paint, Mason Lee. Spin move off the glass, good. Nice play by Southeast. You got to give credit where credit's due. And they lead by 8. It's 23-15. Benning in the corner. Hudspeth for 3. And it doesn't go. Rebounded by Mason Lee. A long one down to Drury. He'll put up an uncontested 3 off the heel. Asa Barnes gets the rebound. Now it's taken away by L.J. Phillips. And Hudspeth will send it up to Williams. Tayshawn Williams scoops one off the glass, missing. Now Drury has an uncontested run to the glass, and he'll lay it in. Drury for 2, and it's a 10-point lead for Southeast. And it looks like Northwest is going to take a timeout here. And it's a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. Grizzlies down by 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly basketball. Back at Northwest, 3:21 to go in the second quarter. Grizzlies down 25-15. They need to get some of this, need to start working back, get some of this lead shaved off here before halftime. Benning has it, gives it to Williams. Williams to Hudspeth. Hudspeth back out to Henderson. Henderson to Benning. Henderson again. Hudspeth thought about it, thought better of it, pulls it back out. Spin move into the paint off the glass, doesn't go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair, and I think Asa Barnes got him. Well, Asa Barnes it is. That's his first, team foul number 5. Hudspeth at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. All right, David, let's get this next one here and start working on this lead. Then we need a couple of stops at the other end. Second one misses. It's rebounded by Love. I'm going to take that back here. Drury scores. That rebound was Ferdinand Hughes. Williams for 3. Good off the glass. We need him to get hot. And coming right back down, Caden Drury gets his second bucket in a row on 2 trips. Williams again for 3. Good! 29-22. Grizzlies down by 7. Preston Din for Southeast has it. Into the paint, up off the glass, and good. Williams brings it back down again. This time he gives it to Benning. Benning, scoop shot, misses. Rebounded by Q. Up to Asa Barnes. Barnes lost it. Benning has it. Here's Tayshawn Williams laying it in. They've got it back to a touchdown again. 31-24 with 1.5 minutes to go. Now a timeout's being taken, I think, by Southeast. We'll keep it right here regardless of how long it is. It is a 30-second timeout anyway. Remind you that we're on the air Friday night from East High. We're on at 5:40 for the Marcus Myers pregame show. And then the girls will play at 6, and the boys will play 20 minutes thereafter. Little girl below us here is just having a great time with a foam finger, celebrating her Grizzlies. Southeast inbounds with 90 seconds to go. Mason Lee puts it up. It doesn't go. Barnes, gosh, he just climbed over two people. Benning dishes it off to Williams. Williams drives up off the glass, no good. And two Grizzlies are on the floor, literally. That one taken away by Henderson to Williams. Williams for three. Good! Williams was one of the two on the floor writhing in pain. He got up and makes the three. That's 3 3-pointers he's got in the last 2 minutes. Less than a minute to go in the first half. And we got a foul on somebody. Williams stole the ball, and then the whistle blew. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. Ishmael Berry is guilty of the first foul of the night for him. Sincere Thompson comes back in for Phillips. LJ didn't want to come out. Or at least I got that impression. Benning has it. Last shot time for Northwest, I'm sure. 31 seconds to go in the half. Hudspeth gets it. Barnes on him. You know, for a guy that's been injured most of the season, Asa Barnes is playing pretty well. There's a foul going to be charged to Ishmael Berry. And that will put the Northwest in the 1-1. So it's bonus time. They'll be shooting free throws. There's a break for Northwest. See if they can take advantage of it and cut into this 4-point lead. First one, good. Benning makes them both. 10 seconds to go. Grizzlies down by 2. Well, they did what they needed to do. They cut into that 10-point lead. Loose underneath. Din puts it up, no good, and that's the way the first half will end. Not a bad half, a good comeback for Northwest in the second quarter. And at the end of 2, Southeast 31, Northwest 29. We'll be back in 2 minutes with our halftime extravaganza. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Back at halftime with our outstanding production crew of Jaleel Woods, who's doing our stats, and our production staff of Alan Garcia, Christian Hernandez, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies trail by 2 at halftime. I'm going to give you the totals and highlights here in just a moment. Jaleel is still adding up the numbers. Are you done? You done with that? We're going to let you watch the Pommies perform, then we'll be back. That's the Honey Bears and Friends performing here at halftime. Pretty good dance number that they did there. Let's still looking to see if we can get the what are you trying to do, Chalio? Oh, click the word clear. There you go. We're going to let you listen to the band for a bit while we still work on the numbers. We'll be back.
That's how we met. second place goes to another bracket, and they can still get back in. I mean, they get a lot more games that way, but there's chances of catching up.
All right, we're ready to start the third quarter, and in the third quarter, Northwest will inbound the ball as they just did. On the floor for the Grizzlies, Tayshawn Williams. And Glover scores. We'll give Glover a little kudo there. We have L.J. Phillips, Eli Benning, and who did I leave out? Tayshawn Williams. I think I didn't mention him. Mason Lee puts it up, and no good for Southeast. And Hudspeth gets it back, and here come the Grizzlies in a tie game. Hudspeth pulls it back out, has Asa Barnes on him from 10 feet off the heel, and it falls. Grizzlies lead 33-31. Henderson, good! Oh, that isn't Henderson, that's Arnold. I'm going the wrong way, my bad. It was still good. And Southeast takes the lead, 34-33. Grizzlies playing from right to left in this second half. I guess I should have remembered that. There's a nice block by Judah Love. He's had several tonight. That one got thrown away. It'll be Southeast basketball. Grizzlies down by one. They have led in this half. Preston Dinn with it for the Buffaloes. Asa Barnes puts it up, it rolls and falls. 3-point lead for Southeast. Oh, and Eli almost lost the handle on it. Hudspeth for three, that's going to miss everything and get rebounded by Preston Dinn. Dinn to Barnes, it gets knocked out of play, but a foul's called. It'll be on the floor. I think the foul's going to be on Eli Benning. It is, it's his second. L.J. Phillips comes out. Jerome Henderson comes in. Henderson, Williams, Benning, Glover, and Hudspeth on the floor now for Northwest in a 3-2 zone. Underneath, and somehow Mason Lee got behind everybody and put it in. Grizzlies down by 5. They led, it's a 7-0 run for Southeast. Hudspeth from 16 makes it good. David Hudspeth scores to cut the lead to 3. Arnold on the far side. He gives it to Preston Dinn. Arnold thought about another 3. He's already got one in this quarter. Now he tries one. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Eli Benning. Benning gives it on the far side to Williams. Back to Benning. Benning in the paint, puts it up. Doesn't go. Asa Barnes rebounds for Southeast. Here come the Buffs back. Dinn, he's in the paint. Gives it off. And an easy lay-in for Q, and a nice play by Preston Dinn. And it's 40-35 with 4:30 to go in the third. Tayshawn Williams gets a lay-in for Northwest. Preston Dinn with it. There's a three-pointer off the glass, no good, rebounded by Tayshawn Williams. Williams got hot in the second quarter. Spin move, gets his own rebound and scores. Tayshawn Williams scores. It's a one-point game again. Arnold, top of the key, thought about it. Asa Barnes tries a three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Benning. Benning will bring it down the floor into the corner for Hudspeth. He puts up one from 15, no good. Rebounded by Barnes. Glover did a good job to avoid the foul on that play. Preston Dinn brings it up for the Buffaloes. 40-39, Grizzlies trail. Dinn gives it to Barnes, a loose ball. Now we have what? A timeout has been called by Southeast. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Give you a game reset here. It's 40-39 Southeast on the scoreboard. The possession arrow is pointing toward the Buffs. Grizzlies have committed the only foul in this quarter. Each team now with 3 timeouts left. We didn't give you any of the halftime totals. I'm going to do that real quick. Arnold had, this is as of halftime, Arnold had 2, Barnes had 4, Lee had 5, Dinn had 2, Drury had 2. For Northwest, Henderson had 1, 8 points for Williams, 2 for Benning, 1 for Hudspeth, 2 for Calvert. And that's the scoring in the first half of this contest. Back underway, Preston Dinn has it for Southeast. He dishes it off to Ismail Berry. Berry sends it across the way to Dinn again. Berry for 3, good. Ismail Berry gets a 3. It's a 4-point game with 2:30 to go. Underneath and loose, and Dinn gets it, sends it up to Mason Lee. Lee with Calvert there defending, puts it up, no good, and Calvert gets the rebound. And a foul is called on Southeast. That'll be their first of the quarter. And it's going to be called on Mason Lee. That's his second, team's first. Grizzlies will inbound. Sincere Thompson with the ball for Northwest. Thompson brings it up, gives it to Benning. Benning, spin move. Into the paint he goes, gives it off to Calvert for 3. Good! Liam Calvert for 3, and it's a 1-point game. Underneath, that one is deflected out of play. It should stay with Southeast, and it will. Good defensive play, however, by the Grizzlies. Asa Barnes gets the inbound pass. Henderson is all over him. He can't get the shot off, and it's rebounded by Williams. Here comes Northwest back with a chance to take the lead. On the far side, Benning for 3. Good! Grizzlies lead by 2. Dinn with it for the Buffs. Takes a fall away jumper, and nice play by Dinn to score. That ties it at 45. Williams tried to get it to Benning, and it was intercepted there. Loose ball on the floor. Who's going to get it? That'll be a alternating possession jump ball. And on the alternating possession, it will go to the Buffaloes.
Carnes back in.
Jaron Arnold comes back in. Preston Dinn comes out, and that doesn't bother me in the least. He has been a gnat all night long. Good little player. Arnold. And a charge on Arnold because Liam Calvert had his feet nailed to the floor. Waiting for that. Barry picks up foul number 2 on the charge. Turns the ball over to Northwest. Tied at 45 with 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Pretty good ball game here for the Grizzlies and the Buffs. Williams, good for 3! Barry pulls it back, now gives it off. Underneath it goes, and a putback or put in is good. An easy jump shot by Judah Love. 13 to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1, and they have the ball. Benning for 3, partially blocked. Put back by Calvert, doesn't go. And that's the way the quarter will end. But at the end of 3, the Grizzlies lead 48-47. We'll be back with what should be a great fourth quarter in 60 seconds. You're watching Grizzly basketball. Back at Northwest High, getting set for the start of the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead 48-47, and they will inbound the ball to start play in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Northwest, Tayshawn Williams, Eli Benning, David Hudspeth, Liam Calvert, and Javon Glover. Your 5 on the floor as we start the fourth quarter. Hudspeth has it. We're underway here in quarter number 4. Glover to Benning in the corner. Williams from 6 feet, count it. Tayshawn Williams has gotten hot, and that's what we needed. Grizzlies by 3. Arnold with it, with Williams just draped all over him. And I think they're going to get Hudspeth for that one. They did. His first. That's only the second team foul on Northwest, and Southeast only has 2 as well. So not a lot of fouls been called so far in this half. There's a long 3 off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hudspeth. David into the corner for Benning. Benning from 7 feet, doesn't go. Williams for 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Mason Lee. Lee gets it to Barry, and here comes Southeast back with a chance to tie it. Asa Barnes. Now what do we have? We have a timeout, I think. Timeout has been taken by Southeast here in the fourth quarter. It's a full timeout. Let's take it with them. We'll be back. 50-47, Grizzlies lead. This is Grizzly basketball. timeouts. You have 1 minute. There you go. Take it. Click it. There you go. All righty, we're back. Mason Lee will inbound for the Buffs. No change in personnel for the Grizzlies. Judah Love passes it out to Barnes, who puts up a 3, missing. And the rebound, now we have another whistle. Looks like it's going to be on Benning. It is his third. And it's also team foul number 3 on the Grizzlies here in the second half. Ball will remain on the floor. Inbound play to Preston Dinn. That one is coughed up, and Tayshawn Williams comes away with it. He'll bring it across the line. Hudspeth underneath. Calvert to Williams. To Benning, back to Williams. He'll pull it out. We'll do it all over again. To Benning, to Williams. Back to Benning. To Calvert in the corner. Back out to Benning. Far side to Hudspeth. He drives. That one is deflected, out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. 6:15 to go. 50-47 Grizzlies. Inbounded to Benning. Eli, spin move. Gets it over to Williams. He puts up a 3. Good! Tayshawn Williams gives us a 6-point lead. Grizzlies on an 8-2 run. I think they're calling this an offensive foul. They are. It's on Judah Love. That's his 4th. And Love will come out and be replaced by Caden Drury, number 33. Grizzlies will inbound. Benning has it. Hudspeth to Benning. To Williams, back to Benning, to Hudspeth for 3. David off the heel, rebounded by Glover, and he sends it back out to Benning. Loose ball on the floor, Calvert got it. And Northwest, to save the possession, called a timeout. We'll keep it here, that'll be a 30-second timeout. And remind you that, again, that we're on the air Friday at 5:40 from East High. That's a tough place to play. But I love their gym. That's the one with a sunken gym, really a sunken gym. When you walk in at ground level, you go down to get to the floor. Very similar to the Bishop Carroll gym, which is the same way. We saw that, of course, on Friday night. Hudspeth will inbound the ball. And he gives it to Benning. Benning will bring it back across the timeline to Hudspeth, back to Benning, over to rims out, no good. Here comes Southeast back with it. Arnold can't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by Glover. Williams will bring it down the floor, gives it to Benning. Benning drives in the paint, tried to go up with it, got it blocked, got it back though. Gives it back to Williams. Oh, Williams thought about a long 3, but thought the better of it. Pulls it out, see what develops. Hudspeth to Benning, to Williams. Williams off the glass, good. Tayshawn Williams gives us an 8-point lead. That's our biggest lead of the game. 4:25 to go in the 4th. Preston Dinn to Lee to Arnold. Arnold drives. He traveled with it. Liam Calvert was a wall of stone and forced the travel and the turnover. Good play by Liam Calvert. Benning will bring it down the floor for Northwest. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Grizzlies lead by 8. Williams pulls it back out. Loose on the floor again, fighting for it, and we're going to have a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it will go to Southeast. .349 to go in the fourth quarter, 55-47 Northwest. We were tied at the end of 3 at 45. An 8-2 run by the Grizzlies. Preston Dinn, and what do we have here? A foul is called on, I think, Sincere Thompson got called for a foul. I didn't even see what he did. He was right in front of us. Southeast will keep the ball on the floor. That's 4 team fouls, by the way, on Northwest. There's a three-point attempt off the rim, no good, and those three-pointers that were falling in the first half for Southeast are not going in this half. Glover across the way to Hudspeth. Hudspeth underneath to Glover, and a shot was blocked. Ball goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. Tayshawn Williams comes back in for Sincere Thompson. So Williams, Calvert, Hudspeth, Benning, and Glover are the 5 on the floor for Northwest. Benning will inbound to David Hudspeth. David spin move, now pulls it back out, now drives into the paint, pulls it up. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Jamari Berry charged with his first foul. Each team with 4 now. David will shoot a pair. Oh, and it missed. Come on, David, we need those. One more coming for David Hudspeth. Thompson getting set to come back in. David makes 1 out of 2. It's a 9-point game. Thompson replaces Hudspeth. Berry comes back in for Southeast, replacing Jamari Berry. You take a look at them, it's obvious they're brothers. Preston Dinn on the far side for the Buffs underneath. Love tried to get fancy and get a dunk instead of just laying it in, and he didn't get the bucket, but he will go to the line and shoot a couple. Benning picks up foul number 4. Love's first free throw is no good. Each team 2 timeouts remaining. Love makes the second one. It's an 8-point lead, 56-48, less than 3 to go. Oh, he tried to get that to Glover, and Glover wasn't ready for it. Berry for 3, it's good. No need to panic here. There's one, he threw it away. Liam Calvert was all by himself, and Javon Glover threw it away. 2:32 to go. Grizzlies by 5. They've led by as many as 10. Now we got a foul away from the ball. I don't know what that is. Check this out. A technical has been called on Thompson, I believe. So not only is it 2 shots, it's the ball. I do not know what Thompson did. It was away from the ball. So I didn't see it. You see it? What he did? Well, now wait a minute. What have we got here? He called a technical and he signaled 13. And they charged the foul to Ishmael Berry or to Tayshawn Williams, maybe. Yeah, they gave the foul to Williams. No technical involved, I guess. Preston Dinn can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Hudspeth. David gives it to Glover, to Benning, and now back to Hudspeth. Judah Love just fouled out. Everybody's going to be shooting free throws from this point out as they both have 6. Judah Love has fouled out. They have a minute to replace him. They have 30 seconds actually to replace him. Love will come out and be replaced by Jaron Arnold. So their biggest player, or their tallest player, is out of the game. Grizzlies will inbound after the foul. I do not know what the delay is. They've added 2 seconds back onto the clock. Ball's inbounded to Eli, and he will bring it back across the timeline. He gives it to Williams. Williams back to Benning. Heavy pressure now being put on by Southeast, as you would expect. Hudspeth brings it back out. Grizzlies looking to burn some clock here, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. Williams now gets it, and he'll do some maneuvering. He lost the ball for a moment, gets it back, sends it to Calvert, out back to Williams. Williams, spin move. Pulls it back out again. They're telling him to foul. The coaches are telling him to foul, and now someone did foul. Away from the ball. I don't know who they're going to call it on. Asa Barnes picks up his second foul. It puts Northwest into the bonus. 1-and-1 opportunity here for Glover. These are huge free throws. If he makes them both, it's a 3-possession game. 1:04 remaining. First one, good. They cannot beat us with 2 threes. Now we need to make it a 3-possession game. I missed. 6-point lead, 1 minute to go. Preston Dinn for three, misses. Rebounded by Calvert, and he's fouled immediately. He will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. 53 seconds to go. 57-51. Liam, I don't mean to put any pressure on you, but these are big free throws, especially this first one. First one is good. That was huge. It's a 7-point lead. He missed the second one, and it's rebounded by Mason Lee. Here comes Southeast back. On the far side. Up underneath, off the glass, missing. Getting his own rebound, however, is Arnold. Preston Dinn gives it to Barry for three, missing. Asa Barnes puts it up from 12 feet. He scores with 27 seconds to go, and Southeast will take a timeout. This will be a full timeout. Let's take it with them. 58-53 Northwest. We'll be back. This is Grizzly basketball. Grizzlies are 27 seconds away from winning their 10th game of the year. This would be a big game for seeding purposes. Not that I'm looking that far ahead, but it would be. And they have played very well so far tonight. Tayshaun Williams just took one in the chops. My goodness. Where was the whistle? Barry picks up his third foul. It'll send Tayshaun to the line to shoot 1-and-1. I don't need to tell you what two free throws would do here. Makes the first one. That's big. The lead is 6. 22 seconds remaining on the clock in the fourth quarter. Tayshaun's second shot. Makes them both. It's a 3-possession game. Boy, is that big. Hudspeth comes out. Sincere Thompson goes in for him. We got Thompson, Calvert, Benning, Tayshaun Williams, and Glover out there right now for the Grizzlies. 17 seconds to go. And a steal by Tayshaun Williams. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 because the Grizzlies are now in the double bonus. Hudspeth gets, I don't know if he's going back in or not. Now he's kind of roaming around the bench. Williams' first shot. Oh, and he missed it. These three free throws, quite honestly, are not nearly so important as the ones he just made. He makes 1 out of 2. It's An 8-point game with 12 seconds to go. Hudspeth comes in, Williams comes out, and he gets a nice hand from the faithful on the other side. Four seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Count the basket. Game over. Final score, Northwest 61, Southeast 55. We'll be back to wrap this up in 60 seconds. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball. Welcome back to Northwest High, where the Grizzlies have made this one final. 61-53 the final. The boys get the split on the evening as the girls fell to Southeast earlier this evening. Game tied at the end of three quarters, and the Grizzlies just absolutely took charge in the fourth quarter. We're going to give you the totals real quick, and then we're going to sign off because, folks, it's a school night. Not only for these kids, but it's a school night for me, too, because I'm teaching tomorrow. Let's get to that page here real quick. We inadvertently closed the book. Bear with us. Okay, for the Buffaloes. Jaron Arnold had 5 points on the night. Ishmael Berry also had 5. Asa Barnes with 7, 11, 14, 17 points to lead Southeast in a losing effort. Jamari Bari had 2. Lee had 8. Q had 3. Preston Din had 4. Drury had 2. And Judah Love had 6 before he fouled out. For Northwest, there's no question who the star of the game is tonight. With 4, 12, 19, 29 points tonight. Tayshawn Williams led all scorers. What a great night Williams had for the Grizzlies. Jerome Henderson had 3. Benning had 5. Hudspeth with 8, 9. Calvert with 8, and Javon Glover with 2, and L.J. Phillips with 2, and that rounded out the scoring. Grizzlies win it tonight, 61-53. We're back on the air Friday night from East High at 5:40 with the Marcus Myers pregame show. The girls will play at the top of the hour at 6. Boys will immediately follow. If you can't get out to East High, please join us for that game right here on NWHS Grizz. For our entire production staff tonight, Jaleel Woods, Landon Hughes, Alan Garcia, and Christian Hernandez. Kevin Arkin saying, Grizzlies win 61-53.